Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. At the end of this video, you would understand why I said in the title that Nigeria is negotiable. So this video is not a call for violence or a call to disrespect rule of law, but it's a call for critical thinking. We need to think about what is going on, okay? Now, in my ability to always confirm news and pass out genuine news. Last year, 2024, I was able to gather people from state to state, minimum of 10 people every state. I have their phone number separately from other of my fans that follows me. And the work these people used to do for me is to confirm information, because there are some things I will see on media. If I'm unable to confirm it, I find it difficult to bring it out, okay? So the work of these people is that if something happened, I will just put a call, please help me confirm, help me make a call. Look at where they said it happened. So if they confirm to me that yes, it really happened, before I will come and announce the news. So this is my effort to make sure that I'm not just bringing out news that are fake to the public. And also the issue of insecurity, because my niche is all about insecurity. The issue of insecurity is very, very controversial, and it is an issue that people must be very careful while you are reporting, so that you will not report what does not happen and make people to have fear, okay? So about some weeks ago, I started doing something. Every day, I always ask these people to report to me directly. Please make call, confirm if there is any incident of adoption, any incident of killing, any incident of bombing, and so on and so forth. So they have been doing that. Some days, they might not bring, enough report. Some of the reports they bring might be on the media. So many of them are not on the media. So like today, they were able to bring 13 reports of adoption. And these 13 reports of adoption, they were able to report that 48 persons were adopted only today. And these reports, I'm going to break it down for you in my next video, okay? They were able to report that 48 persons were adopted today. Now, guess what? To my greatest surprise, only what happened in Indore, 5 people that they were adopted, and the adoption that took place in Indore, Kwara State. That is the only report that is on the media. And the only people who reported it was Sahara reporters. So my question is, if this is the true nature of Nigeria, the news, what is going on in the rural areas, nobody is reporting it, that is to say that everything you see on media is just 1% of what is going on in Nigeria. If 13 incidents of kidnapping, adoption could happen today, you only see just one incident from Kwara State on the news media, we are in trouble. Nigerian news media is not helping us, and we all are to be blamed. And that is why we must try all possible means to make sure that we are able to gather information, get information from people, and so on and so forth. Day before yesterday, that was last 4 days, they called me from the southeast, a place where a drone in the night bombed a house. A drone bombed a house. Have you seen such a thing? So many things going on in Nigeria are not in the media.
Bomb blast. Jesus Christ. My God.
We thank God that no life was lost. I just want to say, all just property, which we know. Once there is life, there is hope. God will provide for him. He will do another thing. He will build it. So we thank God that the one year won. So we should not panic. Let us go about our normal business. Today was Sunday. So the church got church. No, remain calm. The police people or the policemen, when they come, they will take assessment of what is on ground. And they
Jesus, to God be the glory.
So that is what I want to say. I'm the President General of all banks. If we have a bomb blast, why am I saying they are here? What is happening? And I will get information back to him.
Yeah,
okay. No. Something must be done. So not blood remain or come. We have to learn. There will.
Yeah, bomb man. Heavy noise and I know n'abalị. Here with the result of it. The heavy noise I know n'abalị. Here with the result of it. Here we know maneke. Ụlọ anụ ga-arụ cha n'ụlọ. Ga ka tere baba azụ. Here with the heavy noise, that thing n'abalị. That bomb blast. Here the result.
That is terrible, right? Yeah, that is very terrible. Just imagine if people are in the house when the bomb explodes. So they said they were hearing sound of something flying, but that thing is not like military jet that makes loud noise, but the thing is like a drone. So that was why I said it was a drone they used to bomb that house. I don't really know what transpired. The investigation is still ongoing up to now after so many days. Now, the report of certain incident that happened today, we are still compiling it. Definitely tomorrow I'm going to bring the report in the news. But for the now, let's stick with what happened in Kwara State. It reads that gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have abducted 5 individuals, including a mother and her daughter, in Ado Aku, a community in Eastern local government area of Kwara State. It was gathered that the incident occurred on Wednesday morning about 1:30 a.m. in the midnight. That is after the midnight. Speaking with Sahara reporters on Wednesday, Eda Ogundeji, the Odofin of Ado Ako, revealed that assassins stormed the residence of victims overnight and abducted 5 people. The victims are of the Hausa tribe who reside in Ado Ako for farming. Among the 5 victims are a woman, her daughter, another woman who came to visit them, and 2 men, he said. The police just left Ado Ako. We took them to the scene of the incident and they promised to investigate and rescue the victims. Effort by the Sahara reporters to contact the spokesperson of the Kwara State Police Command, SP Toun Ejire Adeyemi, were unsuccessful as she did not respond to calls or messages sent to her. Sahara reporters, they're even trying to make effort to contact police, get number of police, or the whole policemen, they have the number to contact it. We don't have most number of the fact, we don't have any number to even call that this is what is happening. That is the way they have reduced numbers to. Other states are bringing out, I think, emergency numbers to dial and so on and so forth. You see, everybody wants a better place. That is why we are saying that Nigeria is negotiable. Nobody can tell me that this country is not negotiable. On what basis? Tell me, on what basis can you tell me that Nigeria is not negotiable? A country that fails to protect lives and property, which is the primary responsibility of every government. Are you aware of that? So, tell me, what kind of heart do you have that you are watching your people dying? You know government is supposed to protect them, and you are telling me the country is not negotiable? Yeah, the country is negotiable, but the negotiation is not a call for war. It's not a call for violence. It's a call for critical thinking. Why is it that all these things are happening and people are not taking action? Things is just getting worse every day. The government is handicapped. The government, they are not sincere enough to tell us that they are handicapped, that they can't fight the insecurity. They are not sincere enough to tell us, okay? So the issue happening in Nigeria is so terrible, and that is the reason why I said that Nigeria is negotiable. We have to negotiate our freedom. We have to negotiate our lives, because we all living in this country, we don't know who will die next. Because as you may just be sleeping, something will happen. Nobody to call, no police to call, no police in the rural area. This is just a jungle. Nigeria is just a jungle. Don't let anyone to deceive you. Don't let the fear of government to prevent you not to speak. Okay? If you speak today, you will die. If you did not speak today, you will die. Is it not people they adopted yesterday? If those people have been outspoken, and these people are now, they are the Hausas in Ado Aku, in Kwara State. So it's terrible that in Kwara State, Hausa people are being adopted. In this thing, we eat up everybody in this country. The earlier we realize that there is a solution to this, that is our ability to recognize our origin and go in our separate ways. We are still brothers. Africa is one. Africa can be brothers, but to the limit that everybody must know his or her boundary. We must know our boundary. Our boundary will not be defined by the boundary put down by the new colonists. Our boundary will not be drawn by political actors. Our boundary should be drawn by our cultures, our cultural beliefs, our customs. If this is being done, you will see the harmony and prosperity that will be in Africa. The whole European countries is not up to North Africa. It's not up to North Africa if you exclude Russia from the Europe. So it's not up to North Africa. But they divided it into so many countries so that they can be able to live. When we talk about Africa is one, it's just like European Union, where you can travel to all the whole country without a visa. You use the same currency, free trade. That is how you can define that Africa is one. We share security intelligence. But telling me that we all can be stuck in one country, it's not going to work. So let me know what you think about this.